Buongiorno, here we are.
Buongiorno, and this morning we have a nice dinner we're going to prepare for you. And this is my grandson, David Thomas, and he is going to be cooking for us today. Plus Jeannie and I will be cooking too. But David, what are you making?
I'm making a double-baked sweet potatoes and mussels.
David is, like, in other words, it runs in the family. His grandmother's a great cook, so here we are. These young people that love to cook, it's such a wonderful thing.
It is
a wonderful thing. So
yeah.
David's gonna go and show you his recipes now.
Perfect.
So I've taken the liberty of hollowing out, or first chopping a sweet potato like this into a thin slice. And then cleaning it up a little bit.
Now what are these, David?
Sweet potatoes.
Stuffed?
Well, this is going to go, this part is going to go into the oven, but first I'm going to take just a spoon and make like a slight insertion and then take out the middle.
David, is this your recipe?
Yes.
It is.
I
I meant to ask you Christmas. Yeah. That's great.
I made it up to impress a girl.
Oh, really? And this was in Spain, David?
No, I made this up before that.
Oh.
Anyways, I take all the middles, I put them into a bowl, and then they go over here into a boil.
Yeah, and I see he has a wooden spoon, Joe.
Of course.
Oh, naturally. Actually, I should buy you one, David, so you'll have it. Yeah, he's a mapino. He uses a mapino too. That's great. That's great. All right, now what?
Anyways, we take the outside shell, we dip it into some olive oil, especially in the middle, grease it up real nice, and then that goes on a baking pan.
Now we're using just olive oil. Can you use butter?
I mean, one could use butter.
You could, but...
I mean, this is a savory recipe, and I think for this particular combination of things, including red peppers, chives, and spinach, that olive oil would be a better taste. But one could, for example, stuff the sweet potatoes with butter and brown sugar and anything you wanted, really, maple syrup.
And we have the oven on 400, David?
Yes, the oven is on 400, and I mean, depending on how many sweet potatoes you're making.
How long?
I would say maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes.
Half hour, 45 minutes. Okay.
Well, they look such an easy dish. It's a chicken casserole, chicken artichoke casserole. This is so great. You can do it the night before, especially for your mothers that work, and then just put it in, pop it in the oven, and your supper will be done in 40 minutes. Okay, first I have this nice platter. I am going to butter the bottom of the dish with a butter. I'm just going to spread the butter around like that. Okay, then I'm going to place all these chicken cutlets, nice white clean chicken cutlets. I sliced them in nice pieces. I'm going to place them in this casserole dish, baking dish. Okay. All right, well, after I'm doing this, I'll show you what else I'm doing.
Okay, why don't I do that? And you can
Yeah,
show
go
me
ahead,
something
Joe,
else?
you
I
put
will
that
do
in. Okay, now see, these are all laid like this, wonderful. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do on the top. This is the cornbread stuffing. It's really easy. I love to use it as my stuffing.
I like that.
It is so good. I'm going to put about a cup of it, cup and a half, and I'm going to mix it with some of these whole wheat flavored breadcrumbs, seasoned breadcrumbs. Okay?
That's healthy.
That's healthy too.
That's healthy.
This
Would
is
you
such
put
an
about
easy
a cup or about 3/4
Yeah,
of a
I'm
cup?
going to put some of my bali cheese. You know what my bali cheese is.
Yeah.
It's Pecorino Romano, right? And I'm going to chop up a little bit of garlic in it, like this. If you don't like garlic, you don't have to put the garlic, but I like garlic.
A little bit.
Just a
Never
little bit to
hurts.
give it flavor.
Gives it flavor.
Give it a nice little flavor. Okay, here's my garlic. I am gonna squeeze a few lemons. Oh, I hope there's no seeds in this.
Quarters, yeah.
Yeah, get the seeds out. Just a little bit of lemon juice in it. Here's a lemon. Here's a seed I don't want. Just a little bit of lemon juice. You got it, Jill?
Yep.
Taking the lemon juice
Yep, I'm
seeds? She's taking the seeds out for me.
Taking the seeds out.
All right. A little bit of that.
Yeah.
I am going to put some cream cherry wine about, oh, I can't even open it.
David.
Got your muscles. Just,
David. That's why we need you. See that?
Yeah.
Hey, look how easy that was.
all right, a couple of only a couple of tablespoons. You know I don't measure, but I can tell. A couple of tablespoons cream cherry wine. Now I have my half olive oil. There's a stick of melted butter in here, so
Oh, that's a stick?
yep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put this right in here.
Oh, that looks great.
And now I'm gonna
Wow.
stir this all up. You have a spoon?
I have a spoon
David,
for
you took my wooden spoon.
David,
All right.
I found another one.
All right, you found another wooden
I
spoon.
thought you have more than one, Jeannie. I know
All right,
that.
yeah. Now I'm stirring this all up, and this is gonna go on the top of the chicken. You can put a little more if you want, but
Looks good.
okay, now this is my next step. I have artichoke hearts. I drained them and I quartered them. Now I'm gonna put these all around on top of the chicken.
Perfect.
Just sprinkle them around.
Very nice. I love the
You can put this in the
artichoke
refrigerator after you prepare it, and then just bake it the same day you're gonna be cooking. Now, I'm gonna chop. I have this wonderful sliced Italian ham. It's so nice and thin. Look at it. I'm
That
gonna
is
chop a few
beautiful.
pieces of Italian ham on top of the chicken. You don't have to if you don't want to put Italian ham, but this.
Well, the more you put, the better it tastes.
Oh, definitely. And you
Right,
don't
Dave?
need salt. You don't need salt because everything is salty enough. The cheese, everything. Look at this Italian ham. Doesn't that look great? How nice and thin they chopped it up. They sliced it for me.
Yeah, really.
A couple of slices just to give it flavor.
And like you said, it's salty enough you don't have to add salt.
No.
It's right in the food.
All right, now I'm gonna place my stuffing mix over the top of it. I'm gonna sprinkle it all over the top. And it looks good already.
It looks good already. It looks good enough to eat.
And you only have to put it in a 350 oven for about 40 minutes. I'll show you what else I'm gonna do.
Looking good.
People will think you made gourmet. Okay,
It is.
Gilda. Now I sliced this fresh mozzarella cheese. You can put Fontina cheese, you can put Asiago cheese, but I have the fresh mozzarella, which I think is gonna just make it taste so good. So I'm just gonna put this all over the top. I sliced it already. It's a bowl of
Oh, that's the real fresh.
a real fresh one.
fresh
You can use
mozzarella. Yeah, very good.
the other one, the dried one in the package, but I like the fresh.
Oh, you can eliminate it if you want to.
Oh
right?
yeah, but this is what
That's
makes it.
what makes it.
Like
yeah.
I said, they can put Asiago, Fontina, you know. And here it is, ready to go in the oven.
Perfect.
Now, if you want to make it the day before, cover it with plastic wrap, put it in your refrigerator, and take it out when you're ready. 350 oven, heat it for 40 minutes. That's it.
Here I am, back again, and I am making Robbie. Look at that, all washed and cut by my friend Jeannie. And I have some sausage here. This is half a pound. I could have bought more, I guess. And here's my garlic. I cut them in half. That's about 3 cloves. And now I want to show you Jeannie's gadget. This takes the skin off this little round tube that you find in the cooking stores. You put the garlic clove in, and you rub it like this. I just learned how to do this today.
My grandson Matthew bought me that for
Is that what it
Christmas.
was? Yeah, Matthew. Oh, how cute is that? All right, let's see if I did it right now. I did, look, all the skin is off. Isn't that wonderful? So here's another little, I need that other knife, Jeannie,
Here you go.
And I'm gonna just make this, because this is for the rabi, and rabi and garlic go together.
That's
They
right.
definitely go together. So I have a lot of garlic here, but I might use just half of that. But I am gonna go over to the stove, and I am gonna put this in, I'm gonna brown this, and then add my rabi with some sauce. What do you call it?
What do we have? We're having rabi, sausage, and provolone sandwiches.
That's what we're having.
That is delicious.
As you can see, I have the rolls here. I have these nice rolls, and I have provolone cheese, and with that, whoops, too high. Okay,
And you need a wooden spoon.
too high. I need the spoon, and that's it. I'm just gonna saute this, and then I'll be back, okay? I added a little broth to this, some chicken stock, and it is gonna brown a little bit. Then I am gonna take this out of the pan and add my garlic and olive oil, brown the garlic, and then add my rabi. Okay, this is a very simple and very healthy dish to make, except for the sausage, but you know, it gives it a little taste.
Oh,
Okay, you like the sausage,
The
right?
men especially love it.
But they love this, yeah, just enough. Okay.
So we have boiled our potatoes and baked our other potatoes and sauteed some spinach with garlic and olive oil and chopped up some red peppers.
Whoa.
And prepared a little pecorino romano, some ricotta, and last we're gonna add some chives. And you just have to dice them up. It's very easy.
Wow, these are
You
professional.
look like a professional,
Oh my
David.
goodness. These
Even I can't do
And this
that.
knife is really dull too.
I know, all my knives are dull. I need new knives.
Right
Look
down
at
to
how
the
nice he
end.
chopped that.
And so they just get
Perfect.
added in like this.
Wow, look at that.
Oh,
Throw a little more in there.
Go ahead, David.
wow.
I mean, I really like chives.
Chives are delicious.
Then we're gonna add some red pepper.
Perfect. Nice, nice.
And then
If you want something different, this is it.
finally this cheese.
We bought the cheese.
Mm.
How much cheese, David?
I don't know.
What was it about? Huge.
He's like me, no measure. I'd say
like-
that looks about 3/4 a cup.
3/4. I was gonna say.
I could tell by looking at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, we know that.
I don't measure anything ever.
You stir it up first.
I don't measure either, David, I can tell.
Yeah, it's just, you know. it's
That
just natural.
is a very different concoction there that you make for sweet potato. I have never seen anything like that.
It's just all good things, so it's going to taste good.
You put it all together and then you mash it all up.
It's healthy.
I mean,
You could do this with white potato.
you could do this with potato.
Sure you can.
I mean, I've done this before with goat cheese. I've done this with blue cheese. The blue cheese was really good.
And the old cheese.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it with anything.
You could use almost any cheese you're saying.
Now, what kind of a dish would you say this is? This a Spanish dish? No, it's just your own concoction. All right, that's good. You're very creative.
I mean, it's very important in this new age without gender binaries.
Whoa, whoa.
And then,
That's done, huh?
You need something to scoop it in?
great. So then all we're gonna do is take a scoop.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Voila.
David, I had those Christmas, because you made them for dinner. How many people did we have? Oh, 38, 40 people?
40 people.
Wow,
40 people,
for
and
dinner.
he made tons of these, and they were so good.
Oh, I can't wait.
I made way too many of these.
You made, yeah, but Uncle Robert took them back to New York, and he said they were wonderful.
Uncle Robert did take them back to New York.
He did. He took about 6 of them, so he loved them. Well, he likes to eat healthy too, you know that.
I mean,
But now, Jeannie, we have another recipe.
Yeah,
Isn't that great?
that is wonderful.
Now you have some left over.
Yeah.
What
lot
would
left
you do
over.
with that?
You could just eat this. I mean, it's just like mashed potatoes with cheese.
Oh,
Or in the morning, I might take this, throw it in the frying pan, crisp it up a little bit, fry an egg over it.
Oh, put an egg over it too, that's good.
And then these just go back in the oven for however long you want them to.
Well, you
Maybe
might
5
have to
minutes.
say that again.
Those go back in the oven for 5 minutes just to heat up, congeal, etc.
That's all, only 5 more minutes.
5 or 6.
Okay.
That was wonderful. It's different and everything. I love you, David.
Yeah, that's Chef
wonderful.
David's.
Okay, now, what's next, Jeannie?
Okay,
I'm
why
gonna
don't you finish doing your ramen?
I'm gonna do the
I can't wait.
ramen.
I'm getting hungry.
I know. Are you kidding? We're always hungry after we cook. Okay, I have here my frying pan again. Okay,
Oh, yeah, there's your-
and I am adding to this olive oil. I already put some in, but I'm going to add more because broccoli seems to take. It's like spinach. It takes up a lot of the olive oil. I am putting this in, heating it up a little bit. I have my sausage that's all been cooked and browned. I microwaved my rabi for about 2 minutes, okay? I forgot if this was a pound or what. It might have been a little more than a
Gives it
pound.
a head start, that's all.
And I am going to, my garlic, right there, Jeannie. Yep.
There's your garlic. You
I
can't
gotta
forget the garlic.
Cannot ever forget the garlic. So now this is the one that I put in that little sleeve and rolled off the, I thought that was kind of cute, Jean.
Yeah.
And rolled off the skin. And I am putting about, oh, these are half cloves, so I can put more. Garlic goes with rabi. That's how it goes. Garlic goes with rabi. I'm just going to saute that a little bit until it gets brown. Okay, and then I'll be back to show you. And I'll put this in. It'll be done in no time at all. Okay, Jeannie's dish is cooking, her chicken and artichoke. Oh my God, it's so wonderful. It's cooking now. We're going to take it out and we're going to show you everything.
All right.
Here I am. The garlic is all brown. You have to be careful when you put this in because it's a little wet. But I am going to put this down like this. That's all my rabi. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and a little bit of broth right on the edge there. Chicken broth, okay? I am just going to leave it in here. I'm going to cover it with my cover and just let that kind of steam a little bit, and then I'm going to uncover it, stir it up again, add my sausage, and done. Okay? There you go. It's cooking.
So a really impressive dish, I feel, that's really easy is mussels. And to start out, you just buy, say, a pound of mussels at the store. They're better loose. If they're in that case, you kind of got to take a knife to take the barnacles off. But if you get them like this and there's no barnacles, it's good to just put some cold water and scrape the knife over to get kind of the goo out. Importantly, you do not serve or cook any of the mussels that are already open. For example, this, we will not eat this. This is fine.
Hi, here we are. Did you see how much I had? It was like a full pan like this. But this is what it goes down to. It's not much, but I've cooked this for what, about, oh, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Now I am going to add, I added the chicken broth, by the way. I put the chicken broth. That's enough of that. And now I'm going to add the sausage. And then I am going to mix this up a little bit. Just enough. And that was just a ½ pound of sausage meat. And it seems to be more than enough. And I am going to sprinkle a little bit of my grated cheese here. Put a little bit of that on there. And I'll put a little bit more when I put it in the plate. And it's done. It's done. I'm going to add a little more olive oil. It looks a little bit dry. Just a little bit more olive oil. That never hurts. And I'm done. I'm going to pour this in a dish. We're going to put it with provolone in a nice roll, a nice Italian roll, and that's going to be it. And then we're going to eat. Right, Jeannie?
Oh my goodness, that's delicious.
Yeah, that is so good.
Nice
so good. All right, so I'm in there.
So this is the finished product of the sweet potatoes. As you can see, they plate very nice. They look much more impressive than they are. And now we're going to move on to the mussels. So
All right, no, give it to
I've sliced up a bunch of onion and a bunch of fennel. And first I'm going to put a bunch of oil in this pan. I like to use a good amount of oil for the mussels. And I'm going to start with the onion. We're going to let that sizzle. And then in a few minutes we're going to add this fennel. Great. So now that the onions have cooked a little bit, we're going to add some fennel. And then we're going to add our mussels. Stir everything around.
What's your base on that? What's the base?
Well, the base is coming because now we're going to steam them.
Oh, okay.
We're going to steam them with some. I like to use vermouth with the fennel and the onion. It really brings out a nice flavor.
How long do you cook that day?
Until they're open. You cook them until they're open. When all the mussels are open, you know they're done. But
Okay.
not much longer because then they get tough.
Yeah, you don't want them tough to chew like rubber. No, no,
It's really not that great.
Okay, now my chicken dish is coming out of the oven and it smells delicious. Okay? It's all done.
Goodness.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is so beautiful, Jeannie.
Even the kids love this dish.
Can't wait to taste that.
So there it is.
Oh.
It's a chicken artichoke casserole.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. And here we are. Done. I have provolone cheese over here that I am going to put. I'm making sandwiches, by the way, and this is wheat bread because I tried to do it healthy. I'm putting 2 slices of the sharp sliced provolone. And here we go. And is this going to be good for 2 growing boys that are here? We have Brendan here, and we have, I got just enough. I got one extra.
David here.
David
He lives in
and-
Spain now. Did you say he lives in
Well,
Spain?
yes, my grandson is going to Spain, and he's going to live there for a while, and then I hope he comes back soon, and because we all miss him. But here you go. I am filling up my sandwich, and it's just going to be delicious. And if you like Robbie, I know a lot of people don't like Robbie, but if you like Robbie, this is like great. It's still nice and steaming
They can
hot.
do it with regular broccoli, but I think Robbie's
Oh
much
no, the
better.
Robbie tastes so much better.
But
So much
If they
better.
don't like Robbie, then they can do it with broccoli.
Yeah, you can do it
too.
with just regular broccoli. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Take that out.
might as well put it all in.
I am. I'm gonna go back again.
Bonanza.
La bonanza, yeah. Whoop, I lost
Bonanza.
my
Garlic.
garlic. Okay,
Wow.
nice and full. And look at that, perfect. I hope you like garlic. David, you like garlic?
Yeah.
He loves garlic. My grandson, who used to be who used to be a vegetarian,
Did
is
you
now
know,
eating
Did
everything.
you know that a day without garlic in your kitchen is like a day without sunshine?
Without sunshine, and
That's
I
how
feel that.
feel. Yeah.
I feel that. You know, I'm sprinkling just a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese on here, and voila!
And we're done.
And it's done. Now we're waiting for David to finish his mussels. Okay.
All right.
Just about done.
Okay, go ahead. Perfect. Right.
So as you can see, I've been steaming them, stirring them occasionally. And now that they're open, I'm going to turn the heat off. And voila. Now make sure, after you eat these mussels, you save the juice, because it's really good.
Wow.
The next day you can make a pasta with it and use it as a sauce with a little bit of cheese and garlic, or I don't know, just with bread, it's amazing. Voila.
So you save the juice to make pasta the next day? That's wonderful.
Add it to rice.
Rice too? Oh boy.
Rice with
Wow.
that? No kidding. Wow. That sounds amazing. Did they all open, Dave?
Yes. And if any don't open, you don't eat them.
You don't eat them. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know.
Ta-ta.
Okay.
Hello.
We want to talk about our book. This is the Tutto Bene book, and we have sold thousands of this book because I get calls all the time, people wanting this book. We just ordered 200 more, and we've raised over
$60,000 for children.
Whoops, for children with
Children's
special
charities.
needs. Children with special needs.
Right.
And you can either contact Gilda or myself if you want one of these books, and you won't be sorry. It's wonderful.
The number's on the end, right, Jeannie? The number is at the end of the
On the
program?
computer, yep.
Okay, and on the computer.
Okay.
All right, you did a wonderful, marvelous job. I am so
Everything
proud of
was
you.
really good.
Yeah.
I am so proud of you, those wonderful sweet potatoes. The mussels with the finocchi, unbelievable. Very, very good.
And that's Gilda's broccoli with rabbit and sausage and
Yep.
provolone.
Yep.
And this is my
wonderful chicken
chicken
dish.
artichoke
With
casserole.
casserole, right, with fresh mozzarella
Mozzarella.
and cheese. It's just wonderful. Well, we wish you the very best, and we're going to leave now because we have to eat. My grandson is very hungry after he did all this cooking.
That's very true.
But anyway,
And thank you to our photographer, Brendan. 'cause
Brendan,
He
yes,
did
thank you.
a great job for us, okay?
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Brendan. Ciao.
Ciao, and
Ciao.
come back. Come back. Ciao.